Shalom, everyone. This is Kris Shoemaker, also known as Yehudah ben Shomeyr, and welcome to the Daily Drash. Today's Daily Drash is taken from Deuteronomy chapter 9, and in the middle of this chapter, it says, "Let there be no man or woman among you, no clan or tribe whose heart turns away from Adonai your God, today to go and serve the gods of those nations. Let there be no root among you bearing fruit that is poisonous and bitter." Just a quick side note, this is implying somebody choosing paganism or a pagan god out of nothing but spite. No other reason but spite and rebellion. It goes on to say, if after hearing these sanctions, in other words, hearing all the commandments of the Torah, specifically the blessings that come with obedience to the Torah and the curses that come with the disobedience or rebellion against the Torah or against the law of God, if after hearing these sanctions, such a man should bless himself in his heart, there's the key there, what I want to talk about, bless himself in his heart and say, now this isn't verbal, this is all in his heart and in his mind, I may follow the dictates of my own heart and still lack nothing. Much water drives away thirst. Adonai will not pardon him. The wrath and the jealousy of Adonai will blaze out against such a man. Every curse written in the book will fall on him, and Adonai will blot out his name from under heaven. This was a revolutionary thought to the people of the biblical times, because there was a pantheon of gods, many, many gods, and there's no indication that these gods could read someone's heart and mind. They could only read their actions, their nonverbal body language tells, and what they spoke out loud. They couldn't read their heart or their mind. So this particular person given in this example is saying, hey, yeah, sure, I'll worship Adonai, but I'm going to worship these other gods too. You know, I'm gonna get as much blessing from these other gods as I can. Yeah, sure, Adonai is great. You know, God of Israel is great. He's going to bless me, but I want to have all my bases covered, and I'm going to worship these other gods. And Adonai will never know. You know, and because it says here, you know, that he says in his heart, says to himself in his heart, I may follow the dictates of my own heart and still lack nothing. And Adonai will not pardon him. So these other gods, these pagan gods, had such a disadvantage. They couldn't read people's hearts and minds. And that just applies today, that the spiritual, demonic, evil entities, they can't read your thoughts. You may think they can, but they cannot read your thoughts. They can have a good, educated guesstimate of what you're thinking by your body language and by your actions, but they ultimately cannot tell what is in your heart and in your mind. Only God, the God of all, above all gods, the King of kings, the Lord of lords, Adonai, the God of Israel. He was different from all the other gods because this passage indicated to Israel that he could read the hearts and minds of the people, unlike the other gods of the surrounding Canaanite nations. So that's why God was different. That's why the God of Israel, Adonai, was different from all the other gods. So I just thought that was interesting. It's a little tidbit of information that probably people just read over and pass by and don't take a second glance at or don't think about, because I think that Satan has, in his cohorts, have duped mankind into believing that they can read thoughts. But they can't. They're fallen angels, they're fallen created heavenly beings, and they're powerful, yes, but they are limited in their power. They are not omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent. They're not all-knowing, ever-present, or all-powerful like Creator God is, like Adonai, the God of Israel, is. So we can take comfort in that. So, you know, maybe sometimes you don't want to pray out loud because you're afraid that the enemy's going to hear and retaliate or something. Hey, pray in your heart, pray in your mind. They can't read your heart, your thoughts, or your mind. They can only tempt and influence and make educated guesses of what's going on in your head. Hey, guys, thanks so much for listening. Go out there and have a great day. Shalom and Shavua Tov.
Abraham'sDescendants.com, getting back to the first century in a 21st century way. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press the like button as well as the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and the notification bell that'll let you know every time I make a new video. And don't forget to share this with a friend. Also, visit our website at abrahamsdescendants.com. Thanks. Shalom.
Thanks for watching. Stay connected by subscribing to our other social media accounts and visiting our website at abrahamsdescendants.com.